Johnson have been very complimentary of you this fall camp. What does it mean for somebody that's been an all-SEC linebacker to be complimentary of you in the media setting?
You know, it's a great compliment, and, you know, I really can't say enough about their work ethic and how much they've improved also this summer. And really just modeling my game after them is the biggest thing that I've tried to do. Not really modeling my game on the field and everything, but more just their work ethic and off the field things, like in the classroom, in the study room. You know, what are they doing, the intangibles that people usually don't see that will make them better. So, you know, I try and model my game after that, and then, of course, you know, asking my dad about things and seeing what he would do, and just trying to make myself better and be the best player I can be.
Now, I know you were here over the summer, but what's been the most eye-opening part of fall camp that you were just like, whoa, this was more than what I thought?
You know, the speed of the game is definitely eye-opening. Everybody talks about how faster it is, how much bigger everybody is, but, you know, once you get into it, you're about the same size as everybody else. You know, you're putting on weight, you're putting on strength. But one thing that is definitely different, especially with this team, is how fast tempo the offense goes and how fast, you know, everybody is. You know, in high school, you know, you'd be kind of the top tier, you'd be the fastest, you'd be the strongest, you know, you'd be one of the better football players, but now everybody's the same, and it's really what you do to differentiate yourself from everybody else.
With 13 practices under your belt, what do you think you personally have gotten better at from practice 1 to now?
From practice 1 to now, I would say, you know, coming out mentally prepared for the day and being able to take what was learned in the classroom and on the board out on the field and apply it in a game time situation. I felt like that was the hardest part from day one. You know, getting the install, there's so much information thrown at you, and you had to really apply it to the field and that fast tempo. And once you kind of get the hang of that, once you get the grasp of that, you know, you're really able to play fast and with your natural instincts.
What was your take on the scrimmage last night? It sounded like there were some big plays. Was that, you know, was there any certain thing you guys didn't do well?
You know, last night was a really great scrimmage. You know, everybody played well. Offense, you know, threw the ball really well. And really, we got better as a team last night. And it was one of those things that, you know, everybody came out with a goal, and everybody seemed to accomplish what they were going into the scrimmage to do. So, you know, last night it was a great scrimmage. We, you know, flew around, everybody made plays, and now it's just, you know, taking it day by day, step by step to make us better.
How did you guys do stopping the run? Has that been?
We played really well against the run. You know, there are little things like you're never going to be perfect. You always want to, you know, strive to get lined up correctly and get everything perfect. But that just goes to show, you know, there's still room for improvement, that we're all working to get better every day. And, you know, we really played very well last night, and you know, we're just trying to get better every day.
How would you characterize the speed of this offense that you faced in practice and what you faced in high school?
You know, it's two different games. You know, there's nothing that you can really in high school compare to the speed and the quickness of offenses in this league, in college, or in the SEC. Especially just in practice, one thing, you have managers that spot the ball, like they have different balls ready, and there's different offense ready to go. So once the play ends, blows the whistle, you have to sprint to the line. There's already a ball set; they're already ready to go. So then you have to get the call in and really think about what you're going through. So it's all that mental preparedness and really getting quick twitch about it. Because I mean, once you're in a game, everything's slowing down, so you'll get the call in and really be able to sit there and think about what your job is and be ready before, 15 seconds before the snap, and then you'll be able to fly around and make plays.
Let's talk about Coach Lawson's program, just how it impacted you this summer, how different it was from anything you've done before, and how much it helped you.
I mean, shoot, we worked very hard this summer. I mean, just talking to Coach Lawson and all the other guys, you'll see that everybody's put on mass, everybody's put on strength, and he's gotten a lot faster. I mean, if you talk to some of the guys like Emmanuel Mosley, he came in mid-year, and I mean, he's put on like 30 pounds. So, I mean, and I've put on maybe 10, 15 pounds since I've gotten here. So, and really, you can see it when you take the beginning pictures when you first get in here, everybody's kind of like scrawny, everybody's kind of not really looking toned, and then at the end of the summer, taking that last picture, you can see just a big difference in everybody's posture, everybody's physique, and really shows how great the coaching staff or the strength staff has worked, and shows you how hard we've worked this summer too.
And I'm sure you've been exposed to some cutting edge conditioning techniques growing up. What was kind of different about Coach Lawson that you've not gone through before?
What's different is the coaching staff here really pushes you. They take it apart. It's their job. Everything that they do will affect their family too. So if they don't push you, if they don't do well, and we don't do well this season, then that's their job. So they have to move and it'll affect their family. So they're really taking apart that what they do to help us is really affecting their family. So they push us, they keep us accountable. They really make sure that we're doing every rep, every set, and doing it fast and orderly. So that was the biggest difference from working out in the high school room. People are sitting down, people not really working super hard. When you're in the college room, everybody's working hard and everybody's being pushed.
And last thing, just when you first got here in January, I bet the Utah State game seemed like a million miles away. Now the countdown clock's 17 days. Can you feel the sense of urgency, the gears shifting, in meeting rooms on the practice field?
It was crazy. Walking in, you see on the countdown boards like 100-something days till game day. And now that it's really getting into the teens, it's 17 right now. It's really crazy just thinking about how close it is. But the sense of urgency has picked up, and we've had that sense of urgency, from day one. We knew what we had to do, we knew what we were going to accomplish. But now that it's getting closer and closer, and we're getting limited practices, we're just trying to get as much in as we can and make the most out of every practice and every day.
Coach Jones mentioned the other day that they're throwing a lot at you right now. They got you on every special teams unit and addition to defense and all that. Has it been a bit much at times, or have you been able to manage it all so far?
That's what I had to sit down and talk to Coach Jones and some of the other coaches, just talking about what's the best way to take it all mentally, because that's what they thought the biggest part of it is. That you have to be mentally prepared, you have to be mentally right to come into the game and be so overwhelmed, not be overwhelmed by all that is thrown at you. So I feel like I've done a really good job of really preparing myself and taking everything in, and with all the special teams and all the different formations and all the different plays that we're having to learn, just trying to take it all day by day and step by step and one play at a time, and really kind of put it into my mind so that I can take that and play to the best of my abilities.
So there haven't been any times so far that you've kind of been overwhelmed by it at all?
I want to say I really haven't been overwhelmed. Obviously, being a freshman, it's a lot different. But I feel like I've taken it in stride and I've been able to really excel in what they've given me.